Tranmere seem to have recovered their rock-solid reliability after stumbling before Christmas, but they found trouble here when Jean-Louis Akpa-Akpro took exception to Frankie Simek, and Rovers found themselves down to 10 men for the first time this season. Ronnie Moore had no complaints about the red card, and Akpa-Akpro's absence proved costly when Carlisle were given plenty of room to tee up Rory Loy's first goal for nearly 14 months. Despite their numerical advantage, they had to work hard for what turned out to be their first clean sheet away this season. Mark Gillespie got a fingertip to Adam McGurk's header, and when Tranmere did eventually find a way past him, Liam Palmer's celebrations and what would have been his first goal at Prenton Park were cut short by the assistant. Overall, a real shock for the leaders.
It's now officially a wobble for Rovers, with this their third defeat in 4 league games. Charlie McDonald playing a 1-2 with Tranmere keeper Owen Fon-Williams to bag his first goal for the O's just 9 minutes in. Ronnie Moore was hoping his team would learn from the loss to Carlisle and ensure it didn't happen again as the promotion race enters crunch time, but they could have been 2-0 down inside of 15 minutes after Dean Cox was taken out. But with Orient advertising an open trial at their academy for aspiring goalkeepers in the coming weeks, the visitors' stopper gave a tutorial in parrying powerful penalties as Martin Rowlands was denied. Rowlands clearly fancied his luck better from 25 yards than 12. This time the placement matched the power to leave Rovers staring at back-to-back league defeats for just the second time this season. Michael O'Halloran gave Moore's men some hope when he converted Danny Holmes' cross with a quarter of an hour to go, but Rovers couldn't prevent more woes, while it's now 3 wins in 4 for the playoff-chasing O's.
We've got 15 games to go now, and you know, probably need to win 9 of those if we're going to be in with any chance of playoff slot. But we're enjoying our football, we're enjoying every game, and we're looking forward to it.
It's 3 games we've lost in the last 4 games, which luckily for us, there's a lot of teams up there who are having the same little wobble, but it wasn't good enough today. No, unacceptable.
Too far away then.
No, I certainly don't know after that performance today.
All right. Well, to League One then, and after being knocked off the summit in midweek by Bournemouth, Tranmere had the chance to regain top spot on Friday night as they welcomed Shrewsbury Town to Prenton Park. Ronnie Moore made just 1 change. Michael O'Halloran came in for David Amu, who dropped to the bench, while Graham Turner made 3 changes. Marvin Morgan and new loan signings Rob Edwards and Chris Porter all started. Kevin Keatings was watching this one.
Palmer gets the better of Richards. Palmer showing studs there. The referee isn't happy with the challenge from Liam Palmer. He's going to check with his assistant first to see. Oh, it's red. Palmer's off. Just 5 minutes in, and Liam Palmer is sent off. Well, I think you could look at that both ways. From Palmer's point of view, it was a genuine attempt for the ball, but he got plenty of his opponent. Ronnie Moore now has to rejig in terms of his formation. Richards to the goalkeepers. Oh, and it's poor handling, and it's a gift of a goal. Horrible goalkeeping from Fon-Williams. Tranmere defence couldn't do anything about that. It looked an easy take here for Fon-Williams, launched in by Richards, and it ended up being a tap-in for the debutant. First game on loan from Sheffield United, and that will do for Chris Porter. Well, that is a howler from the Tranmere keeper. Here's McGurk. Holmes struck it well, but it was always bending wide of Chris Wheel's left-hand post. Ronnie Holmes hasn't scored so far this season. This was the start Ronnie Moore envisaged, losing his midfielder Liam Palmer after just 5 minutes to a straight red card. Top of the space here for Morgan. Chance here now opening up for McAllister. Good save. Well, that was heading into the bottom corner, I think, via the right foot of David McAllister. We'll see better from this angle. I think he has to save this from Williams, otherwise it's 2-0. Definitely. It's a fine stop. Graham Turner, magnificent managerial careers. In his third season of his second spell, he was a former player manager with Shrewsbury. Richards getting away from Holmes. Morgan. McAllister, slight deflection. Von Williams happy to see it. Straight down his throat in the end. A slight deflection this. Here's Andy Robinson, Tranmere captain. Happy to force the issue here with the support of Bakayoko. Useful ball in, this is Stockton. Snatched at it. Not started too many games this season, Cole Stockton. He's been Tranmere's most used substitute, getting his opportunity from the beginning tonight owing to Akpro's suspension. Draw for Ronnie Moore would take them above Doncaster. Goal difference. They need all three to top Bournemouth, the current leaders. Here's a chance. Porter's missed his kick. Oh my goodness. The follow-up from McAllister is over the top, and two sitters missed here in a matter of 2 or 3 seconds. Just looking to see if they can get up a head of steam here and put some concerted pressure on the Shrewsbury defence. Power doing well here. It's his cross in, spilled by the goalkeeper Wheel. Shrewsbury first to the loose ball, crucially. An awkward one for the goalkeeper. Squeezed in here by Max Power. Morgan. Return Daniels. This is awkward for Von Williams. And he's dropped it again. Goalkeeper is having one of those nights, isn't he? Not convincing at all. Defence, by and large, have had a pretty quiet time of it. Comes a header, and there's Von Williams. He made a great save in the first half. He's made another tremendous stop here. In and out is the description for Von Williams. That's an excellent reaction save, because he's going to his right, has to adjust. Keeps his side in this match. But there's Shrewsbury's second. They can't deal with it, and it's Cameron Gale with his first goal on loan from West Bromwich Albion. The 20-year-old right back doubles Shrewsbury's advantage, and that against 10 men, you feel, should be enough.
I thought for a side under pressure we passed the ball well. We created one or two good opportunities in the second half, which we should have done better with. But we deserve the points, irrespective of the sending off.
I thought we started nice and bright. We said that we want to get at them, and you know, does he have to make the tackle? I mean, it's one of them where it's bouncing, but he's a whole-hearted player and he's had a go at it. And if the referee's made a mistake, then you know, I apologise for having a go about it. But it definitely changed the game. There's no doubt about that.
Well, after the first 10 minutes, it was always going to be a tough ask for Ronnie Moore's Tranmere. Let's get your view, first of all, on the sending off by Liam Palmer after, what, just 5 minutes? Was the referee right?
He was absolutely right, and it certainly had a bearing on the game. Ronnie was right there, but Liam just loses control of the ball here, gets away with it. Seen this many times. He wants to retrieve the situation as quick as possible, and he just goes over the top of the ball. Fortunately, Joe Jacobson just brings his left foot out of the way. Otherwise, he could have been in big trouble there. Mark Brown has no option but to consult with his assistant and send Liam off, and it was the right decision.
As if that wasn't bad enough, then, of course, 5 minutes later, we saw what happened with Owen Von Williams, who, in his defence, has been terrific for Tranmere this season.
Absolutely. 13 clean sheets in 32 games. And it's a regulation ball that he takes many times in training. He just takes his eye off it in the last moment, and Porter took full advantage to get Shrewsbury the lead. He did it again, you know, in the second half. And you just thought, yeah, he's just a little bit shaky and he dropped it. But this time, defenders get back on the line and back him up. But he still made some terrific saves as well. Yeah, this is a wonderful save with his left hand, moving across his right-hand side. So look, it's just one of those days for Owen because he's been terrific this season.
4 defeats in 5 for Tranmere. As for Shrewsbury, that could be a massive win for them.
It was a massive win. And when a player gets sent off, it can be difficult to play against 10 men, but they played with control and they tried to pass the ball and they got their just rewards. And, you know, that 3 points just gives them a little bit of breathing space from that bottom.
Yeah, particularly when you consider that was only their 3rd away win of the season.
Yeah, and Graham knows that they've got to improve away from home. Yes, they had a little bit of a break with the sending off there, but they're a decent size for Shrewsbury, you know, and Graham is doing a good job there. Just needs to move them forward just a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Swindon Town Football Club has confirmed that 2 of its most experienced players have been put in temporary charge of the club. Tommy Miller and Darren Ward are filling in after former manager Paolo Di Canio and his coaching staff resigned earlier this week. Swindon are now top of League One after they won last night. Damien Derrick reports.
A goal his former manager Paolo Di Canio would have been proud of. A stunning match winner, Gary Roberts could barely believe himself. It topped off a great night for Roberts, whose through ball allowed James Collins to put managerless Robins 1-0 up just after half-time. The 28-year-old then doubled the lead as he hammered this volley into the top corner. But of course, this was all a warm-up to that wonder shot that fired Swindon to the top of the league.
A kick forward from the goalkeeper. McCormack clears up. Here's Roberts. Roberts has gone for goal. It's from a long way out. Is that going to bounce in? The goalkeeper can't get back there. Roberts has scored from inside his own half.
So joy for players and fans, and a 100% winning record for assistant manager Fabrizio Picanetta, as he and the rest of the backroom staff have followed Di Canio out of the club. Damien Derrick, BBC South Today.
4 of the top 6 dropping points. Tranmere were the day's other big winners, and in more ways than one. Rovers took the lead through Max Power, who hit this volley with precisely that. But Tranmere soon had the steam taken out of them. Colchester level before the half hour. Magnus Okuongai got their goal, pegging back a Tranmere team still adjusting to the loss of key players. But here they had Jean-Louis Akpa-Akpro back in their ranks. His opportunism restored Tranmere's lead. Josh Thompson and Sam Walker giving him the chance. It wasn't the best of days for either man. In the second half, Walker got a hand to Ash Taylor's header, but could only help it on its way. In fairness to him, Taylor had out-jumped 2 Colchester defenders. After 4 straight defeats, some were starting to write off Tranmere's promotion chances, but Rovers ran away with it here. Cole Stockton made it 4 as Colchester continued to leak goals. There was another show of comedy defending from Walker and Thompson in injury time. Michael O'Halloran eventually brought down for a late penalty. He converted it himself. Tranmere are back up to 3rd and have boosted what could be a promotion deciding goal difference.
Tranmere stayed 3rd as they were held at home by Notts County. Abdoulaye Belbaghi got their goal. But with less than 20 minutes to play, Neil Bishop headed in the equaliser to deny Tranmere.